Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tea and Tarot. I hope you've all had a good week. I certainly haven't. No, I'm joking. But today we have a pick a pile reading all about mystery messages that are meant for you right now. So we have 3 piles today, and if you don't know how to choose your pile, you essentially just pick the one that you feel most intuitively drawn to, either based on the energy that you're sort of getting from the pile, the number of the pile, maybe the numbers in the timestamp for that reading below, maybe it's the object on top, anything that sort of draws you to your pile, whether that's 1, 2, or all 3 of them. That's your prerogative. So today for pile 1, we have some pink crackled quartz, for pile 2, we have some red and blue tiger's eye. It is actually red and blue, despite the fact that it doesn't look very red and blue. And for pile 3, we have some purple cat's eye. Once you have chosen your pile, there will be a timestamp in the description box below that you can follow to find your reading more easily, and I will meet you there. Bye. Hello, my pile ones. Welcome to your reading all about mystery messages that were meant for you. So let's get into your cards. So firstly, you have the 2 of bowls and cups. So this is cups, water. Secondly, you have the 3 of cups. Then you also have a whale and an owl. Okay. So straight away, what I'm kind of getting for you is that, especially with the 2 and 3 of cups here, is that love is definitely on its way to you, especially like the love of your life, like your romantic partner is coming to you. It's either they're coming to you or they're with you now, but there's definitely a strong sense of love being on its way to you, and especially while you're like having the time of your life with your friends, when you're really fulfilled by your life and you feel really confident and happy and comfortable and really solid and grounded, that's when they're going to come in. And I think that kind of period without them was really important and is really important to make sure that you always put yourself first. You've figured out who you are, what your boundaries are, what you like, what you don't, and you know how to set that with people. So once you're ready, that's coming in for you, and I see that really strongly because these are all about love, these cards here. Okay, so like with these 2 cards as well, with the 3 of cups, and then you've also got this whale over here, these are all about you being sort of in the right place at the right time. So you're sort of like on this journey at the minute, and you're definitely where you're meant to be. So don't worry about that. If you've sort of been doubting yourself this month, maybe thinking you're not where you're supposed to be or not as far as you're supposed to be or ahead or whatever, don't worry. This is reassurance that you're definitely where you're meant to be. You're on like your natural journey, your natural rhythm, like in the same way that the whale just moves with the tides, and the tides can be crazy or they can be really calm depending on the moon. The whale just goes with the flow, it just follows it, it's natural to it. So whether you've had sort of like ups and downs recently, good moments, bad moments, you're where you're supposed to be, you're on the right path, and it's leading you here. Like, you are being led towards so much peace and happiness, and you are going to have a lot of relationship fulfillment with both friends and romantic partners, so you're going to feel really well rounded. This is what you're being moved towards, this is where you're sort of headed. you're on the right path. I also see a secret message for you is that you're being encouraged to get really creative. There might be something you want to do. It could be like write a book, maybe you want to get into reading more, maybe there's a subject you want to learn, maybe you want a degree in it, maybe you want to start drawing more, maybe you want to make videos. Whatever sort of creative thing is sort of coming to you, maybe that's even dancing or baking or something, you're sort of being encouraged to go for it because there's something really important there for you that's sort of helping you on this natural journey. Not only are you naturally going to head towards relationship fulfillment, but you're also going to head towards a place of sort of being calm and being surrounded by all this creativity and sort of delving into that side of yourself. So you kind of need to explore both of these paths. You need to, keep going with this journey. They're coming to you anyways. Like, these are two things the universe are going to put in your path, but you have to be sort of like open to exploring that, open to finding out what it is you feel creative about and sort of pursuing it. I also wanted to roll this dice just to see if we have any sort of like angel numbers for you. So I'm gonna roll it off screen because this is quite high up, and if it falls on the floor, it might be pretty devastating. So I'm gonna roll this for you now. Okay. So you got 53. I don't know if you can see, there's a bit like unbalanced there. Let me pop it over here, 53. So I'm just checking in my grimoire to see what the angel number 53 is all about, because I do not remember angel numbers. Maybe one day I'll decide to remember them. So you have pay extra attention and care to small animals and pets. That's so cute because, okay, so that's a few things. Firstly, we've used like pets and animals for both of our decks for this reading. So for our Oracle and our Tarot, we've got animal themed decks, and you're being told to pay more care and attention to them. So I think what that's telling me is that you need to pay attention to the specific animals that have come up in this reading. What do they represent? Owls and whales represent, to me, this could be different for you, wisdom. Like, whales are like the wise wizards of the sea. You know what I mean? Like, they're the really intelligent ones. The ones that sort of protect seals from orcas and, protect humans from sharks when they're in the sea. And, like, they are so clever and so intelligent. So are owls. So you're being told either that you're a very intelligent person and you need to sort of set your sights on something. You need to focus on something. And also, it's also about like people intelligence, personal intelligence with the whale. So with the owl, it's about setting your sights on something, and with the whale, this is kind of telling me that you need to sort of like trust your intuition, trust your gut, know who to hang out with and who not, know who to go for and who not. Like, you can trust your intuition fully, and it will lead you in the right direction. You will be headed in the right place if you do that, because you are very intelligent, both in terms of like academic smarts and personal intelligence as well. So when it's saying pay attention to the animals and pets in your life, it's saying pay attention to this reading and specifically what these animals all represent to you. I also get a sense of aloneness with owls and whales, because they're endangered, like, even though they are like pack animals, like they go together in families, it's getting harder and harder for them to do that because they are endangered, because we're destroying the planet with plastic consumption. So for me, I see these two animals as very alone. I feel like I always see owls alone. And then over here, there's a lot of community. So you are someone who very much would like to be in the community, would like to have like a support network and be someone's support network, but it might be quite hard for you right now. But you so if you're like sort of feeling like this is quite hard for you right now and you feel quite alone, this is telling you that you are moving. It's your natural trajectory to move towards really solid relationship fulfillment, good friendships and good partnerships. That's what's kind of coming out for you. And as a side message, when it says pay attention, extra care and attention to pets and animals in your life, if you do have any pets or animals, they might be missing you, hang out with them, play with them, get them cuddles, get them treats. But also, maybe, like, it might be time to just go see a vet, get them checked up, make sure everything's okay, make sure, you know, that they're taken care of, they're healthy, you know, everything's in order, just to double check. I feel like that's also a subtle message from that one, just because that one came up for me, this angel number, one time, and I did have to take my pet to the vet. So, you know, just in case, I thought I should let you know that. Okay, so that was your reading part one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment, and maybe subscribe as well if you're feeling generous. If you were drawn to any other piles, that's absolutely fine. You can, you know, watch as many as you like. If you're drawn to any, it means they're meant for you. So you can feel free to check those out now. If not, I hope to see you here next week on Fridays, because I will be posting my next video then on TìandTarot, and I will see you there. Bye. Okay, hello my pile twos. Welcome to your reading, all about secret mystery messages that are meant for you right now. You chose this really stunning crystal, which I'm going to put over here. You know, good protection crystal, tiger's eye. So let's get into your cards. So you have the King of Pentacles. This is very good. You also have the Nine of Cups. I love that. Oh, okay, so you've got a ball here, and then, oh, I don't remember what this one was. It was something really specific. It was like a, I'll double check the book because I've forgotten what animal that was. I feel like it was like a panda skunk or something. I'll double check what that one was. Okay, I called this a panda skunk. It's a honey badger. How could I get that so wrong? But okay, it's a honey badger. That's what it was. I always forget what that one is. I feel like first and foremost, before I say anything else, there was a song that popped into my head, combined with the fact that, like, these two cards were the ones pulled, when this is about untamable strength, courage, resilience. This is about resilience, persevering, create friction. The song that came into my head, like, one of the lyrics was just like, don't give up. And I feel like that message really needs to come through to you, is don't give up. There might be a creative pursuit that you're after, and there might be issues that you're having with it right now. Whatever it is, you're being told not to give up. Whether life's getting really hard right now, or things are just too much or overwhelming, really powerfully, you're being told don't give up, because you are really strong. Like, you have everything you need to withstand this. Like, when you think about bulls, they're really, like, peaceful, graceful, you know, they mind their business. But if someone gets in their way, if someone antagonizes them, they have all the strength they need to take that person down. So, like, this is about being really strong. Same with this honey badger as well. It's that exact same energy. You've got the power to block out any, like, negative energy coming your way. So not only am I sort of getting this message here of don't give up and, you know, keep going, but on top of that, the Nine of Cups is all about wish fulfillment. This is a dream coming true. Yeah, your ambitions are big. You might have, like, a lot of ambitions that, you know, most people would be like, oh, come on, be realistic, you're not going to achieve that. Yes, the fuck you are, bitch, because the King of Pentacles says so, okay? King of Pentacles, listen, he may not be as intelligent as the Queen of Pentacles, but my man's has big ambitions and knows how to get what he wants, okay? So even though his ambitions are big, that just means the reward is even bigger. So with the King of Pentacles, this is literally telling me, sorry I got sassy, but I have to put that out there, okay? Because the King of Pentacles is telling me that you are gonna get massive rewards from you being so ambitious. You currently feel like giving up and like it's not worth it and it's not fruitful. Whatever this is, you might have like a really big dream, like being like, I don't know, like a world famous singer, or like a really, really talented artist whose like canvases go for like mils each time, like crazy, you know, big ambitions. But this is telling me, with the hard work that you put into it, by not giving up, by continuing to persevere, you will get that. You will have this wish fulfillment. You will get what you want. You will be satisfied in what it is you're going after, whether that's like, you know, something to do with your career, maybe your relationship goals, maybe it's something more personal, maybe it's a creative pursuit, maybe it's like recovering from something. This is telling me that with the right amount of effort, this wish is going to be fulfilled for you. So you're really being told not to give up. There might be some sort of creative friction at the minute, maybe. So say if you want to write a book or something and you've got a bit of writer's block and you're like, oh god, what, you know what, maybe I should just stop, I can't even think about the story, let alone write it. This is saying don't give up, give yourself some space, give yourself some time, listen to a song or two, try and get that inspiration back. The ideas will come to you, okay? So don't give up and don't feel like you can't keep doing it, because you can and you will, and then your dreams will come true if you just keep going and, don't give up on yourself and your hopes. If this is what you want, then why can't you have it, So that's what I'm seeing here. I want to look into an angel number that's relevant to this situation for you right now. I'm going to roll it off screen because I can't roll it on here because this is at like a bit of a height, so I don't want it to fall on the floor. So I will roll that for you now and tell you your number. Okay, your number was ambiguous, so we're going to roll it again. Okay, you got 59. There we go. So that's the one on top there. And I'm going to look in my grimoire and see what 59 as an angel number is, because I do not remember. Okay, look at those around you and remove yourself from difficult individuals. Ooh, okay. So when it's saying, like, don't give up, keep going, you will get what you want, there might actually be people in your way, or the thing you're struggling with might actually also be a person. As I said in the beginning with the ball, they're very peaceful, they're graceful, they mind their business, they're eating their grass, they're living their best life. I don't know what balls eat. But if someone chose to antagonize them or get in their way, they have that strength to move them out of the way. I said that in the beginning, I say it now, like the honey badger, you can have the ability to block out that negative energy if it's coming your way. If someone's in your way, move them. And I don't mean physically, like I do not mean like pick someone up and move them, but obviously like if someone's getting in your way and being antagonistic towards you or telling you can't make it, you can't do it, or is trying to sabotage you in some kind of way, you know exactly how to handle this situation. If someone is doing that to you and is trying to prevent you from achieving what you want, and you want to achieve it and they're not being helpful in any kind of way, you definitely have to address that situation. And conflict can feel scary, but conflict doesn't have to be negative. It can be healthy conflict. I think where conflict becomes negative is if it turns into arguing, because conflict isn't arguing, they're very different. So you can address these issues, you can talk calmly, respectfully, you can address the issues, and if they're not willing to work with you because they have the goal of tearing you down and not working this out, if that's the case, then to move on. You know what's best for you. Share the water bowl with people who are worth it, who are important to you. Make sure who you keep in your inner circle is like trustworthy, or else you might have to just end up reaping your rewards alone. Without that person, not like alone. So yeah, definitely that's interesting. So definitely kind of watch out for any sort of sabotaging enemies, watch your back kind of thing. And remember that you've got the strength and resilience to persevere. So if anyone's trying to get to you, you have the ability to make it out the other end of that, out of the other side, as victorious. Okay, so that was your reading pile 2. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling generous. And if you were drawn to any other piles, you can feel free to check those out now. It's more than okay if you're drawn to more than one. And if not, I hope to see you here next week on Fridays for another reading on TìandTarot. Bye! Hello, my pile 3s, welcome to your reading. I actually want to preface your reading by saying it's currently hailstorming here and snowing and raining all at the same time. So if you hear that, I'm sorry about that. It is pretty noisy. Hopefully the camera doesn't pick it up. So you chose this really cute purple cat's eye. I actually found this at like a market the other day. I think it was like Camden Market, and I thought it was so cute. I had to get it. It was just so like almost moon-like. Do you know what I mean? Like purpley moony. Okay, so let's get into your cards. So what secret messages are here for you? You've got the Knight of Swords, you've got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, Miss Intelligent, we see you. You've also got a butterfly. Oh my god, metamorphosis going on here. And you have a seahorse. I'm seeing so much interesting stuff for you. I'm not sure if it connects or if these are like two separate messages. But essentially what I'm seeing Firstly, I think you need to pay attention to your dreams right now. They're really important. You also need to engage more in like meditating, because you really need to unlock your subconscious. There are messages in there for you. So you really need to meditate with yourself, pay attention to your dreams, maybe keep a dream journal and, you know, write down sort of the symbols you see, look them up later, and sort of like try and decode what your dreams are telling you, because there's really like mystical wisdom, wise messages in there for you. But something about you, like you're about to hit this transformation, this ascension, because of what's coming to you in your dreams, these messages, you know, things are changing for you, and change can feel really uncomfortable initially when you're like sort of cocooning and turning into this beautiful butterfly. It can feel really uncomfortable because it's different and you're not familiar with it. It feels strange. But change is what keeps life moving. It keeps it interesting, you know, it stops things from being stagnant and boring. You're about to have this massive transformation that's really going to up-level you in a way that you can't really comprehend right now. Your subconscious knows, and if you pay attention to that, then you'll know. But you're really going to change like completely, and it is something to do with your creative ambitions. So with like the Queen of Pentacles, obviously I mentioned intelligence, so it definitely could be like you're transforming and up-leveling in terms of some skill sets that you have. But there is something with the Knight of Swords that you have your eye on. So like in the same way that a cat would like watch a pigeon really intently, and then when the right moment strikes, it would jump on it and like eat it, you know. And it doesn't know what's going to happen. The bird might like thrash out at it, feathers might fly everywhere, it might peck back. That you're ready for it, like you're ready to handle all the things that are thrown at you, because you've got your eye on something, some sort of goal. This is like a desire of yours or an ambition, and you want it, and you have everything you need to achieve it. With the Queen of Pentacles, she's very like hands-on. She's willing to get involved, be supportive, empathetic, help people, guide, be intelligent, be active, like be in the moment. Like this cat is actively trying to get this treat out, and it is not gonna stop until the treat is out of the maze and it can eat it. So both of these cards literally have the same message. You're not gonna stop until you get what it is that you want, and that's how you're sort of like changing, because you're becoming so determined to achieve whatever this is. So this is something that's really important to you, some sort of dream and goal, definitely creative, but it also feels like weirdly dream related and kind of spiritual and like mystic. Whatever it is that you want, you are like charging after it, and you're not going to stop until you get it. And that's what you're being encouraged to do as well. You're being encouraged to keep going and not stop and not give up, because you have your eyes on a lofty goal, and the reward is going to be really worth it once you get it. And you will get it, especially with this little pentacle in the back. Like I feel like this is saying like you've got all the sort of resources and the things that you need to achieve this thing, to win, to get this thing that you're ambitious towards. But you're also being told like, go with the flow, go with the changes that are happening, move with it naturally. Like in the same way that like naturally the cat's instinct is to hunt. Even if it wanted to, it couldn't just walk away from this pigeon. It has to see it, it has to hunch down, it has to put its ears back, it has to get its legs ready, it has to pounce, it has to do it, because that's the natural rhythm of things, you know. And change is scary. It might be scary for this cat to pounce on this pigeon and like get it, but at the same time it has to do it. Like there's no other way, otherwise what's it gonna do, just sit there, you know? Then life is stagnant, then you're not moving. So this is telling you like the stagnant energy you're feeling right now is going to clear out, because you're going to finally recognize that there's something you really want, and you're going to figure out what it is you need to do in order to achieve it. That's where that sort of intelligence is coming from as well. You're finally going to create sort of like a plan and a step-by-step goal to achieving this dream of yours, to achieving it and making it into a reality. You're actually going to set a plan up, and you're not going to stop until you get there. That's definitely what I'm seeing for you right now. So let's take a look at any angel numbers that are relevant to you right now regarding this situation. I'm going to roll the dice off screen because I can't roll it on here. Okay, so you have 34. The 52 is also standing out to me, but you have 34. I'll look at both. But I have to get out my grimoire and check out the angel number because I do not remember it. So firstly, with 34, you have be an example to others, be honest, and others will follow. And then with 52, prepare for busy times, next week will be demanding. Ooh, okay. So that's really interesting. So I got something kind of came into my head with the message of 34 with sort of be an example and be honest. You might have little people in your life, maybe little cousins, maybe little nieces and nephews, whoever it is. There might be some, or even like your own child. There's some sort of like small little group that looks up to you. And when I say small, I do mean like babies, little children who look up to you. And I think you're trying to set an example of like, if you want something, go after it, and here's how you do it. Here's how you achieve it. Here's the tricks of the trade. Because you want to figure out how to do whatever this is so that you can show it to them and sort of pave the way and make sure they get the sort of support that they need to achieve their dreams too when they're older. So I feel like that was coming through for me, was that there's some sort of small person or people in your life that see you as like a role model, and you're trying to be that for them. And you're going to succeed in that. So there's no worries there. Regardless, in general, like, people might look up to you, not necessarily small people, but I was getting that. And it is really like, Queen of Pentacles energy to support those people by being honest about how you did it, showing them the way and like helping them. So that's, another message coming through. The 34 really connects with the Queen of Pentacles here. But then with the 52 about it being a busy week, it really is. Because your dreams are really going to be talking to you, especially over the next week. Your dreams are just going to be crazy. Definitely keep a dream journal, be ready for that. You're going to start transforming, so that's going to be quite hectic. It takes up, a lot of time. And then on top of that, you're going to be trying to achieve this thing. So, especially with the intelligence that I mentioned, you're going to have to be focusing on learning how to achieve it. So that's going to take a lot of time as well, and energy and resources. You're going to have to like write all that down, make a plan, step-by-step goals, and you need to do it properly. You can't just be like, oh, I want to write a book by 2025. Okay, how are you going to do that? Well, I'm going to write 100 words a day. Okay, and what would you do at the end of the day if you've not written 100 words? Well, you have to write those 100 words. You can't go to sleep until you write those 100 words. At the end of the month, you look back and you're like, okay, so I wrote 100 here, 100 here. Oh, I didn't write 100 on this day, so I'm going to have to do that at the end of the month. I've collected all these like words that I have to write. I'm going to do that. Maybe you can review it at the end of the month. Maybe, you can give yourself a reward at the end of the month for, sticking to all of your days. Like, that sort of thing. Like, create like a step-by-step plan. Maybe include someone else so that you're sort of held accountable. So like, be like, oh, tell like, maybe your sibling or your aunt or your friend, and be like, I want to write 300 words by the end of the month. Don't let me not do this. Check in with me at the end of the month. If I've not done it, tell me I need to do it. And like, make them sort of be your moniker, in your life, and really hold you accountable to that. So I think it is just going to be like really, really chaotic for you. But also, whenever 52 comes up, that will be a particular week where it's going to be crazy. So if, for example, you saw the number 52 bus, or if it was 52 minutes past the time, that's going to be a busy week for you of transformation, metamorphosis, like chasing your goals, being ambitious, and having very interesting dreams. So yeah, and if you see 34, that's just telling you, be a role model. Think about the actions you make and the things you do and the choices that you have available to you and what you're going to do with them, and make sure you make like the right choice as well. So those are the sort of secret mystery messages that were coming through for you right now, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling generous. If you're drawn to any other piles, that's brilliant. Go check those out. If you're feeling drawn to it, do it. If not, I hope to see you here next week on Fridays for another reading on TìandTarot. Bye.